So Skye at Holland is launching. So today we are going to give a deep dive review of whether is this a good project to consider and to invest in.
That's right. Before we dive into the project, let's just give you some basic project information about Skye at Holland. So basically, it's actually developed by 4 reputable developers. Of course, we have the UOL, we have Capital Land, Sing Land, and King Leong. So 4 big boys join hands together.
4 big shots join hands together.
Double 9 leasehold with 666 units. Total, we are expecting a 40-story, 2 towers.
And facilities-wise, we have very comprehensive facilities. And if you're looking at the site plan right now, wow, they have a 2-story GCB style of clubhouse, 2 big 50-meter lap pool, and of course, you got private gym, indoor gym, lounge, function room. And one thing to note, you got 2-story of basement car park with 100% lot. That means 1-to-1 allocation. That is something very rare for a project next to MRT.
That's correct.
So that is a big tick. Yeah,
big plus.
I think it's a big plus.
Expecting a lot of own stay people who buy this location.
Yeah,
That's probably why they are giving you 100% provision. In terms of the unit mix, we are expecting 2-bedroom all the way to 5-bedroom.
Yep.
So 2-bedroom sizes starts from about 581 square feet. And the 5-bedroom come with private lift. It will be about 1765 square feet. So majority in this development, the majority will be the 2 and the 3 bedrooms.
Yeah, and look at the 3-bedroom, they are also quite decent size. For 3-bedroom, most people will go for the 3, I think. It comes with a 915 square feet and 1076 square feet.
And don't forget, all these are post-harmonized.
Post-harmonized, so it's actually bigger.
Yes.
So for 4-bedroom, it's 1238 and 1464 square feet. So let's look at the project location itself. The actual site is located along Holland Drive, which is just next to the Holland Village. And we are just a short 5 minutes walk to the Holland MRT station.
Correct. Right at the mall, this is the mall that a lot of people know is actually a pet-friendly mall. So over the weekend, you will see a lot of people bring their pets to the mall. And right next to the mall, we also have a street called Lorong Mambo,
which is the so-called the Holland Village.
Yeah,
where
this is
everybody
actually
go to,
our to-be place during our younger days. Yeah, so along that stretch, there's a lot of eateries. There's also a lot of amenities, whether you are looking for hawker center food, or you have like a market, or even to the high-end grocery shopping. It's all can be found within the 1 to 2 minutes walk away.
So fantastic location and fantastic amenities.
It's like integrated lifestyle.
Yeah, so the project is next to a big integrated project. So it makes you feel like you are also part of the integrated project. And something more than an integrated project is you also have the basic amenity like a hawker center down there also, and all the coffee shop and stuff like that. So I think it's a big plus. It's more than an integrated project.
Correct.
So it is a super big plus in terms of the location and the connectivity and in terms of the amenities.
Yeah.
So this is a location that is
livable,
very rare that you seldom see this kind of location elsewhere. We have never launched a project with this kind of amenities mix, So I think that is a super big plus again. So next we look at the land price of Skye at Holland. And it's something very interesting. Skye at Holland land price is at 1285 per square foot, which is a very good price. And if I were to just compare the project next door, which is bought by Far East, Holland V last time bought at a land price of 1888 PSF. That's almost 30% cheaper.
Yeah.
So with such a big margin, right, the pricing, the launch price will definitely be attractive compared to Holland V.
That's right. So even if we don't compare right next to us, within the vicinity, you might say that this is last time, right? But let's compare something that's more recent in today's market. The most recent one, which is Holland Link GLS, actually the land price was sold at 1432 PSF PPR, and so for Dannon, which is also sold at 1410 PSF PPR. So these are the CCR that is within the same vicinity, but you can see that our price difference is 1,000 versus 1,002. It's almost like a $200 PSF PPR difference, right? And on top of that, not just CCR, if we look at the OCR that has been launched, the land that's been sold recently, we have Bayshore GLS that was being sold at 1388 PSF PPR. And for Chuan Grove, same thing, is 1376 PSF PPR. So even for these two, although they are also very near to MRT, they are also in a highly sought after location, but they are still OCR.
Yeah.
So OCR land price is actually higher than our current Skye Holland land price. So really for Skye Holland, there is a lot of upside potential, I put it this way.
Yeah, we are not even comparing RCR, we are comparing like OCR. Then OCR land price is more expensive than Prime Holland District 10 land price.
That's right.
So you imagine next year when all the OCR project launches, the pricing will be much higher. It makes a good opportunity for us to enter into Skye Holland. That is something really very rare.
So let's take a look at the price comparison for Skye Holland versus the resale nearby and also what is available in the CCR new launches. So for Skye Holland, assuming that we are going to launch at around the 2007 mark, right? We have now one Holland Village resale transacting at 3781 PSF to be exact, and this was transacted this year, right?
Yeah.
So the 3-bedroom worked out to be 4.68 million for one Holland Village, and we are just next door. And it's only on the 25th story, meaning it's also not the highest floor, it's almost like our mid floor. Which is almost like a 30%.
It's about 30%. So
Difference.
even if we go on a higher floor and assuming Skye Holland hit at let's say 3,000 per square foot for the higher floor region, we are still cheaper than what has been transacted in the resale market.
That's correct.
So next we look at the recent launches in CCR. For a 2-bedroom in nearby launches like our River Green, the prices will start from like 1.7 something million, and for Upper House is about 2.2 something million. Same thing for our Opus at Robertson Quay, which is also about 2.3 million for a 2-bedroom.
999, right?
Yeah, that is for 999, and the other two is 99 years. So at 2007 something starting price, we assume our 2-bedroom will start from 1.5 something million, and even at 3,000 PSF, it will still work out to be about 1.7.8 million, which is still cheaper than most of the CCR 2-bedroom projects in the vicinity. So I think in terms of quantum wise, right, Skye Holland have a big advantage over the rest.
Let's take a look at the 3-bedroom in the recent launches as well. So River Green, currently what is available, it will be starting from 2.92 million onwards. Same thing for Robertson at Opus. The Robertson Opus is 3.18 million. Upper House is fully sold, no more. So 3-bedroom is highly sought after. So for 2007 PSF at Skye Holland, we will be estimating to start off from a quantum of around 2.4x million, which again is very rare in the market. Very difficult to find.
So now if we compare the 4-bedroom in CCR, in fact most of the projects have already sold out their 4-bedroom unit. Like Wharton House nearby, the 4-bedroom is already fully sold. Upper House, we still got unit 4-bedroom, but the quantum, it will be 7 million range. Same thing for Robertson Opus, the 4-bedroom is all fully
sold out.
And the nearby one will have River Green, and the quantum is about 3.4 something million, but bear in mind, of course, River Green, the 4-bedroom is 980 square feet, and work out to be a PSF of about 3,120 PSF, right? And of course, if you compare other part of the core central region, which like our Oriole, the 4-bedroom will be in the million or 4 million range. Same thing for Union Square will be about the 4.6 million range for a 4-bedder.
So we are starting from Skye is starting
4-bedroom start from 3.3 million.
Yeah, which is I think very difficult to find.
1 million gap
difference
compared to the CCR 4-bedroom units available. So I think it is
quantum is really
a
main advantage,
spot.
right? Yeah, for Skye at Holland.
So what about if we compare the same 234 to those that is in the OCR and RCR? Let's take a look.
So for the 2-bedroom, comparing OCR and RCR, right, assuming our price starting is at 1.5 million, currently what is in the market, for example, Elta, which is at Clementi, we are starting 2-bedroom at 2.24 million. Same thing for Chuan Park, which is on the other end, which is the RCR. We are starting from 1.94 million. Grand Diamond is starting from 1.988 million. So all these are actually slightly further away from town. But in terms of the quantum, Skye really has another round of advantage.
It's almost a minimum about 400,000 gap.
Difference, yes.
So I think the gap is too big. So if I look at the 3-bedroom in the OCR and RCR project, Skye at Holland, we are estimate to launch around the 2.4 million range for our 2 bedrooms. Sorry, for our 3 bedrooms. If I look at the outskirts, same thing for Clementi right now. Alta, the 3-bedroom will be 2.6 million, and I have Chuan Park at 2.46 million, and also Promenade Peak, which is in District 3, is at 2.83 million, and our Grand Diamond, which is at Guillemard Road, our airport, is at 2.62 million. We are still slightly cheaper compared to those in the OCR and RCR.
Correct.
So it makes Holland 3-bedroom at 2.4 million really very, very attractive.
Yeah. I think the whole gist is you need to be able to secure a unit because I think it will be really very hot for Skye at Holland. Maybe let's take a look at the 4-bedroom. So remember our 4-bedroom starting from around 3.3 million for Skye. Comparing for Alta, we are starting from about 3.08 million. Yeah, they are slightly cheaper. It makes sense, right? Because it's a OCR. And of course, Chuan Park is starting from 3.36 million. If we look at the one that is RCR somewhere closer to us, let's take a look at Promenade Peak. Their starting price will be at 4.47, which is almost 1 million difference from us. If you are looking for Skye for rental investment, right, let's take a look at the rentability and what is the rental amount in the vicinity, right? So our direct neighbor, which is One Holland Village, just TOP in 2024.
Last year.
Our 2-bedroom there is renting out at around 6,000 to 6,500 a month.
Wow.
And as for the 3-bedroom, we are looking in a range of 7,500 to 8,000 kind of range. So in terms of the rental, it's actually highly sought after place. Why? Because of course we have people, if you look at Holland Village, we are right in the middle of the CBD as well as Orchard. So people who wants to work in the CBD but their wife want to go to the Orchard, right, this is actually their ideal location. And of course we have a lot of demand coming from One North Employment Hub, which is the Biopolis, our Media Polis, all the polis. So basically this is a location where it is highly sought after. Then of course we also have quite a number of international schools nearby the Holland vicinity. So this will also be the one that is adding on to your rental demand.
So if we all understand, we all know that before the MRT is up, Holland Village itself, the whole Holland area is really a very, very attractive, very strong aspects of rental demand.
Correct.
But there aren't anything that is really like big scale next to the MRT till One Holland Village is being built.
A lot of the units, a lot of the development here are the smaller development, like less than 100 units high, right?
Plot around there, like Marisaga and all the smaller projects around there. The bigger one will be more towards the Mount Sinai side.
Correct.
So or the Leiden side. So there aren't really anything that is really at the Holland Village. So that's why One Holland V can get this kind of high rental. But you can see with such a strong technical rate, definitely there's still room, there's still demand for more units in that vicinity.
To be rented out,
now we only have Skye at Holland coming in, although we only have 666 units only. For the 2-bedroom, there's only 143 units. So I think the supply is really very, very low, right? So I think for those buying for investment, rental investment, with the kind of rental yield, you easily hit 3 to 4% rental yield, which is very attractive right now, taking into consideration the interest rate now is below 2%. So I think it's really, really very attractive.
So let's take a look at the exit strategy for Skye at Holland. So basically Skye at Holland, right, if you analyze the location, we are right in the middle. I would say we are right in the heart of Holland Village. So for Holland itself, for people who knows, we actually have a very big catchment of landed cluster, as well as a very good cluster of HDB that has been just MOP not too long ago, right? And these are all the $1 million flats. So basically for Skye at Holland, we are targeting both the right sizing group from the landed cluster, as well as the upgrading cluster from the nearby MOP flats. So in terms of the exit strategy, right, there will always be demand for Holland Village.
Another exit strategy is you also get demand from people from the west side, which is like Clementi, which is also inching all the $1 million flat down there. So with the prices very similar to the Clementi project there, a lot of people from the west side will also want to upgrade to a better location, which is Holland.
Yeah, this is, remember just now we say this is the place for the people staying in the west,
yes,
right?
Yes.
Yeah.
And not just the west, even the east side people, they will also want to upgrade to Holland area. Yeah. So I think you have demand not just within the Holland area, but also from outside. And the north side as well. And the north side as well. So basically it attracts a lot. On top of the existing demand within the vicinity, you also have a strong demand from people from the rest of the Singapore.
Yeah, because it's so centralized, and then the price is so attractive in comparison to the OCR, RCR, and even the CCR prices. So this is definitely a project that will attract everyone from the north, south, east, west in general.
And if one more point that we look at it, right at the end of the Holland Road, which is the Holland Link side, the recent GLS has been sold at a price of 1,400 plus per square foot. Of course, down there will be the low-rise kind of development in that area. But looking at the land price, the prices will be much higher compared to our Skye at Holland. Yeah. So when that launch and in the future, people will compare, if I want something more central next to the MRT, I think Skye or Holland will still have a very strong demand. So now that we have gone through all the points, it looks like Skye or Holland really have very, very strong selling attributes. And it will really make it a very attractive project for you to consider. But there's one thing that, in my opinion, that is not good about this development, which is
there is no primary school, as of now, there is no primary school within the 1 kilometer mark. So a lot of people has been asking us whether Henry Park is within the 1 kilometer. But looking at it, I think it is slightly off. Yeah, but of course we do not know until the developer give us a complete update. As of now, I don't think it is inside the 1 kilometer mark.
But I don't think that is an issue at all, because we have so many strong selling points. Without a school, I think it's no problem, right? For own stay or for investment, the demand is still very strong, right? But of course, if there's school, then this will be a 10/10 maybe development already, and probably developer will price even higher.
You probably won't see 2,007, maybe it will start at 3,000.
So I think it's probably a good thing that there's no school as of now within the 1 kilometer. That's why we can see some estimate pricing about 2,007 something per square foot, which if I look at it, is actually a good news.
Yes. So that's all we have for Skye Holland today. If you are interested to find out more reviews on other projects, we are actually having a few more upcoming projects. Do follow us, subscribe, like us, and then we'll see you the next round.
And help us share out this video. Bye-bye.